Hello everyone, this is Vinita and welcome to Hopeful Turns. In this video, I'll be sharing with you the pattern of these crochet velvet scrunchies. This is a super simple and quick project to do, and you can make this in about 5 to 10 minutes. So let's see the supplies that you would require. So for this here, I have used a velvet yarn. This is also called as your blanket yarn. It's quite a thick yarn. But if you do not have this, you can totally use any yarn that you have. Any weight yarn will go. It's just that the thinner the yarn, the more the stitches that you would require. So for my velvet yarn, I have used here a size I or a 5 mm crochet hook. Then you would require a hair tie. Now this is a little bit thicker. Do not use a very thin one because it might snap. So use a little bit thicker hair tie. You would require a pair of scissors and a yarn needle with a large eye. So these are the supplies that you'd require. Now if you're ready, we can start. So we'll start our pattern. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'll just first take my hair tie and I'll make a knot first, okay, so that this stays in place. So I'm just knotting it down. Okay, next I'll take my hook and then we'll start to put the stitches. So I'm going to insert my hook through the hair tie and I'm going to just pull my yarn through this and make a chain stitch. Okay, I'll show it again. So here I have just made a knot. Next I'll take my hook, I'll pass my hook through this hair tie and pull the yarn under the hair tie. Okay, so this is how it looks, and I'm now going to make a normal chain stitch like this. So this is my first chain stitch. I'll put 3 more chain stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here I'm going to start with 4 chain stitch. This we will hide it in later. So let this be hanging like this. I'm not going to work over this. I'm just keeping it loose here. So here I have 4 chain stitch. Next I'm going to make a double crochet. So for a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook under your hair tie and then pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. Since this is a velvet yarn, you will not be able to see much of the loops here, but just like you do a double crochet, I'm just finishing with a double crochet. Once a double crochet is made, make 2 chain stitch, 1 and 2. So here I've got my 2 chain stitch. Again I'll go and make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook through the hair tie, pull up a loop and then complete your double crochet. So yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. So I have got my double crochet. So this is the pattern that we'll be following. We will be making 2 chain stitch and a double crochet. So we do that. So this double crochet is made. I'm going to make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2 and then make a double crochet. So this is my double crochet. So that is all to the pattern here. Each time you do a double crochet, just push it to a side and then go on repeating the pattern. Double crochet, 2 chain stitch and then again a double crochet. It's a very simple pattern. You're just making double crochets and 2 chain stitch. So like this, I will just go on repeating the pattern till I am able to cover the entire hair tie. So it is just going to be 2 chain stitch and double crochet. Now the number of double crochet totally depends on how much ruffles you want. So if you want just a normal plain scrunchie, you don't want too many ruffles, just make 1 full round of double crochets with the chain stitch in between. But if you want ruffles, just go on adding many more double crochets. So I'll just go on repeating this pattern, making chain 2 and double crochets. All right, so this is how it looks, and once you have covered quite a bit of hair tie, you can just pull it all together in one side like this, and as you can see, it has started to ruffle. So the more you pull and the more double crochets you put on your hair tie, the more the ruffles will be. Anyway, I'll just complete this and then join you at the end of this round. So this is how this looks. So here I'm at the end of my round, and this is how the ruffles has turned out to be. I have almost put about 55 to 60 double crochet. I just lost count in between, but the number of double crochet totally depends on the way you want your ruffles to look like. Okay, now if you want more ruffles, you can definitely go ahead and add more double crochet and chain too. So this was my very last double crochet here. After that, I'm going to make 2 chain stitch, 1, 2. Now remember, we had started with 4 chain stitch. So I'm just going to eyeball. I cannot actually see the stitches properly, so I'm just assuming this will be my second stitch. So I'm going to, so 1, 2. So this is my second chain stitch here. I'm going to go there and slip stitch to join. Okay. Now if you go into the third chain stitch also, it's not a big deal. It's all like squished. You cannot even differentiate it. So I've just slip stitch into the chain 2 of the starting 4 chain stitches, and at this point I'm just going to cut my yarn here. So I'm just going to cut it and pull it through. Okay, so our scrunchie is ready. Now we have to weave in the ends. So for that I'm going to use my darning needle. You can definitely use your hook, but I just prefer the darning needle to weave in the ends. So I'll just, so here I have attached my darning needle to the end that we have just now cut, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this end down to this part where our starting yarn is. So I'm just going to go down and try to join it with the first part of the yarn. So I'll just go down like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knot these two together and then weave in one more time. So this is like, it will just make it a little bit more secure, and I'll just go through a couple of more stitches. Okay, so here I have gone a few stitches in this direction. I'll go in the reverse direction also, and then I'll cut my yarn off. Okay, and similarly I'm just going to hide this end also. So I'll attach my darning needle here and then go in this direction and then cut it off. Since you have knotted this down, it will be a bit more secure here. So similarly, I'll just hide in this end. I'll go through in one direction and then come back. Okay. So here I have weaved in all the loose ends and our scrunchie is ready. It's a super quick and easy project to do, and you can make the scrunchies in any color that you have. So yeah, that was a tutorial on how to do this velvet scrunchie. I hope you liked it. Now if you liked it, please do not forget to press on the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye. Thank you for watching.